G'day everybody, welcome back to Sprouts Tarot. So today's reading is a 2-card feature and I don't know the outcome because I just picked the energies. So what is your next glow up or blow up? Okay, I love watching these transformations, glow up tarot videos. So I thought I might do one of my own for you. But every time I watch them, they go on incessantly about my transformation. And I always manage to pick the pile that says I'm going to be more glorious than I am. And I'm going to look finer than I am. And sometimes I find that hard to believe unless I get a new head. So I was thinking maybe today we're going to split this like a 50-50 thing. So maybe there are two energies working together, the glow up and the blow up, or maybe just the blow up or just the glow up. So take your chances and come on this ride with me. Okay, go by intuition as always, and I'll see you in a little while. Welcome back, group one. So if you picked this combo, congratulations, it's a glow up. So after I made the intro, I did another energy card grab, and the one that came out was this 4 Beauty Way. So 4 means stability, and I'll get on to the explanation of this card later. But to these two anchoring cards that you chose, the first one is this adorable 6 of Baskets. So the 6 of Baskets is the same as 6 of Cups in the conventional RW, Rider-Waite-Smith deck, RWS deck. And so in this cute little scenario depiction, there is a young boy and offering a basket of goodies to a young girl in South Carolina. So this basket of goodies has rice and sugar cane and all those, sugary delights. I mean, let's face it, we all love a little bit of sucrose and glucose, even that naughty little fructose we like, right? So you can see these two having a lovely exchange where at this stage he cannot give her diamonds or pearls, but he can give something straight from the heart, something that he's cultivated and worked for. Unfortunately, back in that day, he probably did labor for this. And he's presenting something that will make her smile and that would make her sweet, okay? But what underlies this, it seems to be heartache of some sort. So this lonely little penguin, probably somewhere in the Antarctic coast, is all by its lonesome floating on this little ice block that has left the main part, and now it's just traveling by itself. And the 9 of Swords traditionally is not a pleasant card because it means that there's a lot of anxiety or worries about a certain problem or situation. But these two energies are connected to Beauty Way. So the glow up message is that you are going to learn to see beauty all around you. So everything that you see, touch, hear, taste, feel, you're going to try to look at the bright side of life and see the beauty in it. So I know some of us get freaked out by spiders, except me because I have a little spider friend. But even if the cobwebs freak you out a little and, the many little legs kind of scare you, but always remember that the spider's web is a miracle, okay? The little silk fibers have like amazing tensile strength, and it's such a controlled contraption that it's making, yet it's unconscious. It just naturally knows how to make. It's effortless. So if you can appreciate something like that, like an image that scares you, but the miracle of life that is embodied by this scary image, then your view of life will take on a very aesthetically pleasing hue. And once you have that in the way that you see things, of course, maybe most of us, the very first thing that we're going to look at is the mirror when we clean ourselves up at the beginning of the day. So that's going to translate to you improving yourself. And so everything from within, it comes out without, right? On the outside as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a story on this. How is this glow up going to come about? How is it going to come about? Okay, and also in what realm? So first of all, let's get a significator card. So, no, didn't want to come out. Okay, so what is the significator card for group 1 about this glow up? What is the significator card? How is group 1 going to engage in this glow up? Ooh, 7 of Cups. And it is, take a look at the picture. There's dream on. But nevertheless, it is seeing something that is not yet there. And clearly, it looks like an image. So this glow up appears to be on a physical front. Maybe you have an idealized image of what you would like to look like at this stage. Let me just put it so it kind of looks more in a like cohesive reading. So maybe at this stage, you feel in your mind it would be impossible to look this way. And it seems as though it's too far out of reach. But the underlying card is learn to see beauty in everything. So maybe you feel you are far away from this image, but most of us do because we're crazy with insecurities growing up in this timeline, right? However, most of us are a lot nicer than we think we are. At least, you know, most of us generally give ourselves a lower score than what we appear to others. So, but let's see where this reading is going to go. Okay, so that's your energy here. Your significator. Okay, please tell me the story of group 1. Could it be someone from the past is going to come in to ignite this view in you? Oh, it does look like it. Okay. Can we fit another one? Yep, barely. Okay. Oh, we got a page. We need a message. Oh. That kind of looks like Trump's hair, the pompadour. Okay. Now what's underneath? Oh, working together on something good. All right, so let's get a message because we have the Page of Wands. What does the page want to say to group 1? Okay. What message does the Page of Wands have for group 1? What message does the page have for group 1? Okay, we got something there. Okay, change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Wow. There we go. Yes, it is an internal revolution that's going to manifest outwards as a physical evolution. Beautiful. Let's put our little advice card here. Now, why you're feeling a little sad, why you're feeling maybe a little abandoned is because you do have conflict here. And it feels like you're tempted to walk away from what you have already built. So you've always been very in charge of your life. Okay, so you've always had a direction on where to go and what to do. But you have been, maybe you have suffered some unnecessary attacks onto you due to jealousy, or maybe other people's failure to understand who or what you really are. Because sometimes outward appearances don't always match how we feel in the inner world. And so this has led to a confrontation of some sort where you feel maybe you were unjustly viewed. And this person or this situation was maybe something physical, because as you can see, this kind of punker rocker guy is actually having some sort of maybe jarring argument with this business person. And it's not that might equals right. It's not like that at all. However, let's face it, in the real world, right? If you get somebody who is physically strong versus someone who is mentally acute, mentally strong, in a one-to-one situation, if all things are equal, as in both don't have any weapons or backing, the fist is always going to win, because that's just the nature of the human, or all animals actually. Physical dominance does have some sort of impact, right? So it doesn't matter how witty this person is, if they are both in a very intense mood, it's likely this guy will throw a punch onto this guy. And while you can say, yeah, but what if he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu? I mean, realistically, that's 90% not going to be the case. And even if this guy can't fight on brute force or brawn alone, he'll probably overpower this guy. So maybe this is how you feel. So maybe either financially or physically, there's maybe some intimidation whereas before it was a meeting of minds and it was very equal. So when things started, there was a very equal relationship, but then you kind of felt overpowered. But you have been someone who was always very in charge of your life. So now you don't really know what to do, and you're thinking about walking away from everything that you already have built, which means also walking away from your image that you've cultivated. So here's where the page comes in to give you the advice to update the change that has already taken over. So that can mean updating the wardrobe. It can be updating the mindset, but a change has to come about if you want a new direction that is fulfilling, that is going to be fruitful for the person that you have become. You have to start initiating the change yourself. Or if you don't, the situation is going to be physically imposed upon you anyway. So the thing with this particular energy is, right, and same with this one, they're just not really pleasant energies to be engaging in, and it will leave you feeling despondent, because as you can see, this is like a fight that has no holds barred, right? So it's all for all, dog eat dog, that kind of scenario where you can play dirty. There's no rules here. So if you take time out, this taking time out, right, and talking to people, you see how this is like a senior figure talking to all these young kids, right? It's just rekindling a time where things were sweeter and nicer, to reorient you back to the core of who you are. Here, it is an aged person who has already accumulated a lot of life experience and who possibly has become jaded, but now he's mixing company with a breath of fresh air. And this is why the Six of Baskets is pulling you back to a time when things were simpler and all you could offer was rice and sugarcane and not diamonds and pearls. But what is grounding this entire reading is once you move away from this stage and learn to see the beauty in yourself and everything else around you, where you literally try to see the beauty in everything, the thing that you are going to build next is going to be very successful, simply because now your vibe will attract the new tribe. And hence you will get like-minded people who will join you on this new venture that you will undertake. So it looks like your glow up is due to kind of extenuating circumstances where you do feel things have gone a little bit out of control, where the balance between you and either another person or a life situation is no longer there. And so this image is, it's not cosmetic surgery, okay? So it's not like getting somebody's nose and, you know, none of that. This image of the new self is actually you, but just the evolved you. So this is not vanity. This is a true reflection of your inner core. So it is time for you to update, like I said, your wardrobe, your thinking style, and even maybe a makeover of your kind of like life habits as well, to reflect this new person that you've come. That you've become. Rather than abandoning everything, maybe you just have to make some tweaks in order to make your new life direction, the new wish, to come true. Okay, so your glow up message is, please learn to see the beauty in everything, because once you do that, you're going to learn to see the beauty in yourself. And once you see the beauty in yourself, you'll cultivate the necessary changes to reflect what is inward outwardly. Wow, that's some gorgeous energy coming your way then. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. And always take care and have a wonderful day. Bye. Welcome back, Group 2. So if you pick these two cards, this is going to be a message that is both a glow up and a blow up. So you got the lucky combi. Okay, so it appears on first glance. And because I got these two cards that, you know, supposedly matches this particular reading, let's take a look at the top card first. So the top card is the Queen of Swords, represented by this crane with this like victory small branch that it's picked up. You can see that this crane is looking straight ahead, eyes on the prize. And traditionally, the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very articulate, astute, and very logical. This is kind of like a no emotional frills type personality, quick-witted, sharp, and good at analyzing things without getting emotions all mired in. Now, underlying this is her counterpart. Surprisingly, you've got the Queen of Swords and you've got the Father of Baskets, which is the King of Pentacles. Now, in this particular card, this fisherman has been rather successful and he's got a full bounty. Okay, in his boat, he has collected a lot of fish and a lot of blue crab. So it has been a great expedition. He has got, he's done very well in this particular outing. He's got mirrors lining all over his boat and all over himself or around him. And mirrors are thought to bring good luck. So this is probably why he's got a bountiful catch. Now, the two cards that came to show the energy of this is this one. And it came in no order, like two cards just simultaneously dropped out. So I'm just kind of making it like a, you know, colored type of thing. It's like blue, and then kind of sepia and kind of more brownish, kind of earthy colors. So here the Rainmaker, 42, reduces to 6, which is a number that asks for generosity or care, and it's also part of this card as well. So the Rainmaker asks for rain to ensure the livelihoods of people in a village can continue. So you're asking for something not for selfish reasons, not for the benefit just for yourself, but for others. So if your heart is in the correct place, the gods will answer your prayers and hopefully afford the rain that you've been asking for to ensure that crops grow, but not flood the place. So no excess, just the perfect amount. Now, underlying here, you've got the lower world, 31:4, which reduces to itself to stability or trying to achieve stability, which can mean encountering disturbances. Now, this lower world, is a place where, in some cultures, it is seen to be where our ancestors reside, because the gods are all at the top, and then the normal spirits and our ancestors are all in the lower world. And this encourages you to delve deeper into your psyche to find maybe links to why you feel the way you do. And some people can actually choose to do ancestral work in which they try to reconnect with ancestors of blood and bone, and to find out more about themselves. So I've done something like that, like during my shadow work time. So I tried to find the ancestor that I was most connected with at that time. So maybe it's something like that. So let's wait. Let's get out the tarot and let's find out what this is all about. Okay, so for group 2, please give me a significator card for group 2. So what is this blow up, glow up all about? What is the significator for group 2? Oh, the Hierophant. Yeah, that makes sense. So this is that journey, taking that journey, and then asking yourself, basically, what you want to achieve. Is it purely for your own benefit or for others? And if you take a look at this as well, okay, so you've got the crane. The crane actually, I think, eats fish, right? And this father of basket has a lot of fish available, fish, blue crabs. So if this energy was split into 2, because all stories are actually about you in your life, and how they come about can be through bifurcation, which means a partner introduces that element to you, or it can mean you trying to unify these 2 aspects within yourself. So it could be an issue that you have with yourself, which means you actually will always be able to provide for yourself and there is abundance, but maybe you don't feel so safe. Or it can mean in a partnership, whoever is in your life is able to provide abundantly for you. However, right now, it is a time for learning and then teaching. So this is what this guy has done through all his years of experience. He has accrued enough knowledge and then experience, turning it into wisdom to pass on to the 3 youngsters which surround him. So it's like the Rainmaker, like doing something not for the self but for others. Okay, how does this story begin? How does this glow up, blow up begin? Oh, there we go. Oh, you're kidding me. This is the same card from group 1. Oh, Page of Swords. We need a message. Nine of Cups. King of Cups here. Okay. And we need a message. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, the Lovers. Nice. So like I said, this is the reconciliation energy. So either represented by you and another person, and then hence you get the Lovers card. But Lovers can also mean you've reconciled two parts of yourself to become whole. Okay, so let's see. What does the Page of Swords need us to know? Because you've got the Queen of Swords here and the page is leading towards. So what happened? Oh, there we go. Oh. Spiritual work. Doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. Ta-da! Okay, everything is falling into place. Okay, so there's no serious blow up here, actually. So it's mainly like a glow up in self-esteem or in the sense of having security. Maybe for quite some time, you've wanted a life that isn't really what you wanted, but it looks good on paper. It sounds good on the socials, and then you get like your round of applause if you announce this particular dream that you have. But your real personality is quite removed from it. So even if you were to achieve one of these dreams that you had, it wouldn't really gel well with your personality, because like it's like the Hallmark. It's like a Hallmark movie. The small town boy with the big city dream shot girl that comes into his life. So you've got this kind of pictorial like representation of that inner theme. I mean, it's not that it can't work, but you know, in every Hallmark, that high flyer has to basically reorient the compass and find out why those small town values actually align with them better, and hence they move back to the country and then work on the apple orchard. So the page's message for you is you need to understand yourself better by going to the lower world, or the shadow aspects of yourself, into figuring why you want one of these dreams, which don't even align with you at all. And so right now, it's not a glow up or a blow up because you're suspended at the moment. The view that you are having on your life is not so real. So, because it, like I said, it doesn't really match who you are, even though it sounds probably great. And right now you're caught in this position. So if you take a look at this Hangman card, like he's between two buildings, and it seems as though he's kind of like in a free fall, but it's frozen. It's a freeze frame at this moment. So we don't know if this is going to turn out to be a hero or a fool. So, I mean, a picture, many people say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but then again, a picture is also a picture, right? So let's say this hanged man is making an action movie. Then of course, this is going to be a Herculean feat in which he will come out as the hero and land on the ground with his shoes intact and in an upright position. If this is real life, Sands and Dormant, we know where this is going. If this was just some clever trick of the eye and this is all done behind a green screen, then maybe this is like a shot for an ad of some sort. which renders it meaningless because it doesn't pertain to this person nor a persona directly. It's just for another company. So in these three situations, one being in real life, he will plummet to his eventual demise. If it's just for an advertisement, he's not even doing this for any real personal gain. It's for the benefit of another company that's using this particular risque position to make money. Or third, if he is an actor in a movie, then of course there's going to be like acclaim. He'll get, like a round of applause. The kudos will go to him for playing this character that is able to defy the laws of gravity. So that's what you're doing at the moment. And the spiritual work that you do here is going to clear up that picture. Because currently, why you have this illusory dream or these goals, which are not rooted in who you are, is because your vision here is somehow blocked or impaired. So the direction that you're going is not through what you can really see, but through hearsay, through feels. I mean, feelings are very valid. Intuition is valid, but it's also whimsical. If you based all your life decisions just on a feeling, it would be a disaster. It's a tragic comedy, right? So, but at this stage, you can't really see things clearly, and you're just walking along, either through convention or through the advice of others in chasing one of these dreams which don't align to you. But what you are going to do more and more if you undergo this spiritual work, because look what's under the Page of Swords, which is giving you this advice, is that you're going to find true happiness. Maybe true happiness for you really involves living in a Manhattan swanky apartment with a rescue dog that you've called Benji Poo. I don't know. And maybe you genuinely do like strutting around in stilettos or designer brands. Maybe that really is you. Or maybe you have discovered that no, you actually want to be the one that gives to others. So you can see this Nine of Cups juxtaposed to this King of Cups, right? And they're giving off two very different vibes. And it seems as though this Hangman suspension is telling you these are the two choices, along with this Page of Swords card. Here, this King of Cups matches this Hierophant energy, which maybe more or less aligns better with your soul purpose or maybe your true feeling. Because here, you can actually lend your expertise in growing the next generation, and here, you're taking care of the next generation. And this is where the Rainmaker is asking you to do. Not ask for things purely for yourself, but for the benefit of the community or the village in order to sustain life of that village. This seems to be a necessary step in order to make this realization. But either way, whatever you choose or don't choose, so this Nine of Cups formation looks like the option that you can choose, but it's like a slimmer probability. It doesn't matter which option you choose. Destiny will ensure that there is abundance in your life, because either somebody will become the Father of Baskets for your Queen of Swords, or your Queen of Swords encompasses this ability of the Father of Baskets, because the crane feeds off the fish. So you either get the fish yourself, or you'll meet a fisher person who's going to provide that fish for you. So the biggest question that you have right now is this spiritual pathway that you'll need to take to understand the kind of, maybe the dreams that you have or had were illusory, and finding something that better aligns with you. Because ultimately, in the end, you are going to find yourself, okay? You're going to find, like, you know, the animus version. So either it's integrated into your one being, or you're going to find the partner who balances you out, because this was at the bottom of the deck, which matches this initial energy that you chose. So your blow up portion is to do the spiritual shadow work, and the glow up version, or the glow up portion, is that you're going to find this poster of the dream on is not going to have on anymore. It's just going to have dream, and you're going to reach it. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Thank you very much, as always, for letting me read for you, and I wish you all the best. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. So if you pick this combination, it looks like, by the current energies that I've pulled, this is kind of like pile 2, a blow up and a glow up. So you've got the lucky combo again. Okay, so let me get to these 2 cards. Now, I don't know which one is the blow up or glow up, but this one looks like the blow up. This one looks like the glow up. Okay, so let's take a look at this potential blow up first. So this is the 5 of Pentacles. So as you can see, the pearls are scattered on the wayside that this little hermit crab cannot get access to. And this hermit crab has no proper shell. So it's making do with this smashed glass bottle. I mean, it doesn't, beggars can't be choosy. So it doesn't look as though it's got a lot of choices at the moment. So it's trying to settle. But part of settling involves the sharp little edges pointing or maybe hurting itself in the process. But it will reason to itself that it is better than nothing. So at least it provides partial protection, because apparently when they're changing homes, when they're growing, they become very vulnerable and weak. So at least this offers some sort of protection. But of course, this part of the reading means you're not feeling very secure. So maybe you're in a financial pinch of some sort. So this part will probably undergo the glow up. So the glow up is this. Okay, so this is Black Herman, otherwise known as Benjamin Rucker, I think. And he was one of the most famous African-American magicians back in the day. And he did amazing tricks. And he was also basically a man of many talents. Even though he was born and raised in Virginia, he claimed that he was born in an African jungle, and then he underwent training with Zulu priests, etc. But he was a remarkable character who had so much charisma that he made a career out of just being spectacular. There's a funny twist to this story. Apparently one of his most prized and infamous acts was called the Resurrection, in which he was buried alive, and he basically was able to survive that and, you know, resurrect himself. However, on the day that he passed away, he actually collapsed on stage. And so because of this act that had made him like so famous, people didn't think he really died, and hence they I think in the beginning, when his collapse first started, people were just waiting for, you know, the final spectacular resurrection. Unbeknownst to them, he had really perished. So that's a funny little twist, and that might have something to do with this. Okay, so now I've picked some other cards to try to suss out the energy more, and I've got 2 cards simultaneously falling out, exactly the same as group 2. So if you feel compelled to, maybe you should check out group 2 as well. So the first thing that we've got is the medicine wheel. So basically these are the 4 cardinal directions and the 4 elements, you know, earth, fire, air, and water. So it's basically asking you to examine the past, let go of what doesn't work, tackle your obstacles, formulate a new idea and move ahead. I mean, that's what it is in summation. So that's what the medicine wheel is designed to do. It is designed to correct a previous state in your life so you can have a rebirth or a renewal. And it's a very, methodic process. Now, underlying that, I got the Crow card. So like I was saying, I don't know which one is it looks like this is the blow up, this is the glow up. Now, the Crow is a spiritual messenger, and but it's of a shadow nature generally. And the Crow is asking you to tackle things truthfully, head on. So to mean what you say and say what you mean. So, and you can see that this Crow has a very keen eye. It's looking towards the direction of the hermit crab. So it is asking the hermit crab to not be, to not be satisfied with this mockery of a shell. It is asking it to be truthful, to acknowledge the pain of carrying this broken bottle and to search for what is rightfully or the correct home for this hermit crab who is pretty much down on its luck. So there's an element of facing the truth and then basically performing magic. And I think there is an element of faking it until you make it, because Black Herman is just such a spectacular, charismatic personality that he was able to give people the impression of being at a better state than what he really was. So he appeared very, very exotic and an amazing person. Okay, so let's get a significator for group 3. What is the significator for group 3? What is this story here? What is the glow up from this 5 of Pentacles blow up? Ooh. Oh, Page of Wands. We gotta have a message. Okay, please tell me the story of this. So, are you the messenger? Or you've just got a brand new idea? Okay, so this is either the message that you really need to hear, or you have found your passion in which you're going to work the magic. And that is the glow up. You're going to revamp yourself. A brand new persona. Okay, how to start? Oh, King of Cups. Oh, we're getting similar energies too. Oh, okay. Yep, the transformation. There we go. The medicine wheel. The Emperor. Oh, this is so similar to group 2. Seriously, this is similar to group 2. Okay. Yep. Okay, this is what's causing that. 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. No love, no money, no honey kind of feeling. 2 of Wands. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, wow, the Magician. Okay, so Black Herman is the Magician as well in the Hoodoo Tarot. Okay, let's get a message here. Okay, Page of Wands. What does group 3 need to know? What does group 3 need to know? What does group 3 need to know? Okay, power position. You are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. Whoa. Whoa. So you've always been the good guy. And, okay. So you are somebody who is clearly very emotionally aware and controlling or being in control of your emotions it's always been your thing. Okay, so it's always been something that you're good at, that you do, you provide, you console. People find solace in talking to you, and you've never been hesitant in offering your help. However, I think through time, it has caused you to lose your effervescence for this kind of role that you're playing. And why? It seems as though something has upset you, okay? So maybe you have had to forfeit some of your emotional resilience because maybe a relationship is being tested or has fallen apart, and this has led to your own personal transformation. This is why the Crow is asking you to please look at things truthfully, because instead of wearing this glass makeshift home that is hurting you, maybe it's better to just remove it. Take the temporary vulnerability that comes with growing, becoming vulnerable before you find that new home, rather than take on this broken glass that, even though it does offer some protection, but it also is hurting you. So this is where the transformation is coming in. This is the part where you need to employ this medicine wheel of taking a look at what was in the past, what is keeping you bound there, looking at the obstacles that currently you face in your life, formulating a new paradigm for life and charging forward. Now, instead of being that rock for everybody else, it is time to look after yourself. It is time to look forward and become the emperor. So this emperor card is now facing this way, okay? And it has found same way as the eagle, okay? You need to find that new path. So you need to make a decision at the moment. What is maybe stopping this emperor from moving ahead are two choices that you need to make. Maybe one is based on value and the other one is based on practicality. Now, what I mean by that is, if you take a look, how do women decide? Okay, so you got two bag options. Generally, we find a bag that we really like aesthetically, and then we look at the price tag and we go, whoa, that means a few no dinners, maybe for a week or so. And then we look at the other one and we go, this is actually more reasonably priced and it's practical. Like, I can put a whole lot of crap in here without it having, you know how some of those bags are transparent, and like, you know, you don't want to put like a sanitary napkin or a tampon there or any of those things. Like, you can't put private things, it just looks cool. So maybe it's that the conflict of doing something really practical versus something that you really want or love, but there's no explanation for it. But that comes as part of this truth that you need to face, right? Being very practical, or just doing something because feeling is telling you to do that. However, before you even make that decision, you'll be employing the Black Herman tactic or this punk rocker's tactic, which is you need to change your outward appearance or the facade of what it is that you think you want before that real change actually occurs. So the Magician card always has those elements that you need, or the resources that you need to change are already there in your life, but sometimes you can't utilize one or two of them, and that leaves you kind of hanging. But it doesn't seem as though any elements are missing, but you are deciding. So you don't know how to use those four elements in conjunction to make it really work one way or the other. Does that make sense? Now, okay, let's say you have a car and you really need money. So you got two choices. You can cut it up for parts and sell it, or you can become an Uber driver, right? And so you're trying to decide which way to go. So if you decide to be an Uber driver, maybe that's going to bind up your time. And so you're going to still be stuck in that rut where you can't really go, you know, and make a move if that's what you want to do, and you earn the money slowly. You still have to wait because for the savings, etc. Or you can just cut the car up for parts and sell it off and then get a lump sum so you're free to move. However, what if you really, really love the car and you don't want to sell it for parts? So that's the conundrum that you face, right? So you've got these two things that you're trying to decide on. Maybe one is just a passion thing and the other one is a very pragmatic thing, and you're trying to weigh up. But it says you are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. Who you've always been, this kind, generous person, is no longer enough of itself. You need to combine that with a very pragmatic approach of looking out for yourself, and maybe that means striving for material abundance. Does that kind of make sense? So this kind-heartedness, it's not asking you to abandon it, but the glow up means dressing it up with a ribbon now. I think that's the glow up. So this is the change in personality that is gonna make generosity look $1 billion. Because you can see, like, his clothes are very casual, but he's, you know, a little bit more dolled up here. This is a tough decision. Okay, let me get another advice kind of. Oh, whoa, that just flew out. Okay, protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection. Okay, this is it. All right. The nice guy, but very like unaware of how vicious the world can sometimes be, into setting boundaries and appearing like someone who is in control and who can dispense this love or caring on his own terms or on her own terms. I hope that made sense. So your glow up is going to be you wrapped in a ribbon with maybe a badge of some sort to show more authority. Cool, cool. Okay, thank you as always for allowing me to read for you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Bye.